Welcome friends, it's Montag, yeah, or to the English speakers, Monday. So time for another Monday Q&A with Joshino, where I answer the subscribers' questions in last week's comment section. Be sure to ask yours after watching this if you have an itching question. So firstly, a few updates. I've had quite a few entries into the art competition to win 500 station cash, or basically an item in Steam Wallet cash worth £4. There are some very odd creations and some very stunning ones. If you haven't submitted one already, be sure to finish it by the end of Tuesday. Literally once it turns Wednesday UK time, the competition is over. Another thing to mention is the EU Planetside 2 server seems to be sort of stable now. No more constant 1000 ping. Woo! So I've been challenged by a Planetside 2 player to the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, and I'll be doing that tomorrow, because a challenge is a challenge. So on to the questions. CrowGamer HD asks, what is your rank in CSGO and can I play with you sometimes? And similarly, Danita2012 also asks, can you play CSGO with your subs? I'm ranked Nova 4 and actually quite a few of my subs already play with me, as if you have me on Steam or are in the Joshino Steam group, you can just join my CSGO games when I'm playing casual or deathmatch. Quite a few times I've connected to a deathmatch server and it was all bots, and suddenly the server fills up and it turns out they were all my subs connecting to me. Always fun games. And if you seriously want to play rank with me, I've played with some other subs like Robbie and some other guys, and if we're similar ranks, then I'd be happy to play some competitive. Vibes asks, will you be coming to the Eurogamer this September? Unfortunately, I'm the epitome of broke and cannot really afford any festivities this summer. I have always wanted to go though. Greg Fox asked if I had any tells yet from the ridiculous name on my Cobalt character, and funnily enough I haven't. I've actually had the usual nice tells saying, are you the real Joshino? Which I have to assure them I am super fake. Nah, people are usually nice. Andy Dye says, hey Joshino, I've started up an outfit on Emerald that specialises in helping new players learn how to play the game and become better at it. Do you know of any ways I can improve the new player experience and make my outfit known? Well, I guess the only way to make yourself known as helpers is to go out and help people, and hope the word of mouth spreads around. There's also a mentor subreddit that someone set up a few days ago. I'll link that in the description below. You could put your name on there so people know how to contact you. How to improve the new player experience? Well, you could tell them what to cert into so they don't waste it on junk and range when they realise this fact. And you can pull fully certed vehicles like aircraft and tanks so that they will have equal footing with the best players, and generally just be friendly and fun to play with. So I guess a TeamSpeak helps so you can just chat and be chilled with them, because obviously at the end of the day you want to have fun in the game, and that's what's going to keep people around. Ethan Bird says, have you ever played Garden Warfare? I haven't, easy question. Sean Keller says, hey Joshino, what are your ideas to reduce/stop Spawncamping? Seems like every fight turns into one eventually. I was thinking make as many spawn points as possible, or perhaps random spawn locations within the facility. Either way, I'm interested in your thoughts. I think, to be honest, the situation on Amrish and Hossan are the best it will get in the way spawning and redeploying currently works. I think one teleporter is great and gives a little edge to the defenders, but any more and it would be so hard for the attackers and it would just make defenders infinitely spawning everywhere chaos. Personally, I think they could put SCUs in all of the bases, because being spawn camped helps absolutely nobody. It's absolutely no fun. Really, Galaxies and Sunderers can be used to defend, but nobody resorts to that because they can spawn there still and shoot out of the shields. I think the whole system needs a look at, really. I think the best thing would be to limit the redeploying and massively reward Galaxy pilots and deployed Sunderers, so we could have some proper epic base captures and fights. But at the moment the spawn rooms themselves are detrimental to the core gameplay, as they benefit players not actually trying to fight off the attackers, sitting in the spawn room and then redeploying when the fight's over pretty much. I really wish there was a reason to be a full-time Galaxy pilot, like a taxi driver, with massive cert gain for taking people places. Nathan B asks, Joshino, are we going to have planned Steam group events? That would be nice. I hope so. I'll try and get something set up for the Derp squad, and I think I will post random games as well to play. But as I said, if you have me on Steam, feel free to hop into my games if I'm on a public server or something, and say, hey Joshino, and I'll be like, oh hey, and maybe I'll even be recording. So Killer Shotgun asks, Joshino, which upcoming games are you hyped for? I'm actually quite hyped for Archage, which is sad because I don't actually think I want to put any big time commitment into an MMORPG, but I had been following it for a couple of years and thought it looked really fantastic. And off the top of my head, there's a really awesome mod coming out for Skyrim called Enderall. There basically was an old mod called Nerim. There wasn't any magic in... Well, there was magic, but the magic basically was a whole different world. There wasn't fast travel or anything, and magic was banned in the world, but you were one of the only mages. And it was actually a really well done mod, which was basically just a community game with voice acting. Well, it's German voice acting, but voice acting. And like loads of different quests, and it was really cool. It was actually better than the original Oblivion game, and they're making a new one called Enderall, and it looks amazing. And also, quite looking forward to The Witcher 3, which is coming out soon, I think. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head, to be honest. But I should be able to. Like, H1Z1 would be fun, but I'm not actually a massive fan of zombie games. So yeah. Anyway, that's all the questions, so if you've got another question, be sure to put it in the comments for next week. And if you've got a submission for that art competition, be sure to submit it tomorrow, on Tuesday. Tuesday is your last day to finish it off, and that's for UK time, so in America it'll probably be like 6 o'clock PM Eastern time, I think. So be sure to submit your artwork, and I'll be doing an art video tomorrow alongside an ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, which will be interesting. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed my content and you're not already a subscriber, be sure to subscribe and like if you feel it is worthy, and dislike and give me some criticism if you don't like the video. Until next time, everyone.